Hi, I'm Jason Sterling. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network. And surprise, surprise, here's another kit review. Like 2 days off of the heels of the last kits, SpongeBob SquarePants, 2 kits in a bundle. This is the third kit this month, this week, third kit. This is called Prairie Dreams. So I am born and bred a guy of the prairies. So we're going to take a quick look here and see what exactly they've dreamed up as prairie clothing. Now, I will say all I've really seen is the cover to this pack, and it does look to me to be kind of a vintage take on it, like kind of a little house on the prairie type of take on it. I don't know. I've never actually seen Little House on the Prairie, but I know it exists, and it's about a bunch of people that lived on the prairie like a long, long time ago, and these clothes kind of remind me of like the sort of stuff people would have wore a long, long time ago. So I'm going to take a look. Now there's one thing though. I will say the guy's outfit on the cover I do kind of like. So that's a good start, right? We're going to take a look here. Right off the bat, what we're going to do is we are going to click on masculine and feminine. Grant here is going to model both options for us. He's going to model all the clothing for us today. I'll check and see if there's a kids option or toddlers option. I don't think there is. There are 25 items in this kit, Prairie Dreams, 25 items. Here we go. And right off the bat, we have these 6 tops. Obviously, it looks like a pretty even split, doesn't it? Because these definitely look kind of more masculine influence, and these look more feminine influence. Now, I definitely could have a woman and do women wear these sort of sleeveless t-shirts? Yeah, pretty frequently, and this too. So obviously, some sort of crossover, bleed over sort of appeal with that. Totally cool. I'm fine with that. And you know, if you're a guy, Sim, if you think this is going to look hot on him, do it. Do it. It's your game. Do it exactly how you want. We're going to take a look. In fact, see, that's kind of pretty. That's kind of cute. That's really kind of cute. Comes in a wide variety of colors here. All pretty, pretty standard. Now, I said this looks kind of vintage, and it does in a way. What I would say is I don't think anybody in the 1880s would have worn with a midriff showing, right? Like the Little House on the Prairie chick probably was not showing her stomach back in that day. And definitely not this. This is practically a bra from the 1880s. Did they have bras in the 1880s? I don't know. Anyway, it kind of, I don't think she's going to be wearing that, but it does have that sort of pattern to it, but it's cute. It's very cute. I do like this top. I do think this would be the sort of thing, I can see my Sims wearing, that's for sure. Definitely cute kind of look, like the blue. We'll put Grant in the blue. This is, like I said, it looks to me like more of a men's top. I like it. I like this top a lot. I really do. Reminds me a little bit of a pirate shirt. So maybe this was supposed to be a crossover with SpongeBob. Is that what we're looking at? Maybe. It does remind me a little bit of a kind of a pirate shirt, or kind of a peasant, like a peasant blouse type of shirt, which is really where a female Sim could wear this pretty easily, because it does have that sort of feel, kind of a peasant blouse type of look. A lot of the same sort of spread of colors here. I feel like so far we're seeing the same sort of general color scheme. So maybe that's what we're going to get throughout the kit here. We'll see. I'm going to go with this green. Let's take a look at that. Or red. Blue is my favorite color, blue and orange. So we'll stick with blue. We've got this sort of ribbed tank top. It's got kind of a ribbed pattern to it. You really can't tell it here in the swatch, but on the Sim, you can really tell. Again, kind of the same sort of spread of colors. Go through these here. I mean, I don't see anything too different with that. Looks pretty good. This is what I really like. Like, I really like this outfit a lot. And I guess, it's not the jeans, right? No, it's just the top. So it could go with a lot of different type of bottoms, And I suppose, it's really easy for female Sims and for women in real life to kind of wear, a kind of masculine, in quotes, style, sort of traditional masculine look. And I think this is another one that probably would work that way. I really don't know. The big problem with the Sims is the chest area. That's a big problem with putting a sort of feminine top on a male Sim, and vice versa sometimes. This is a great shirt, though. I do really, really like this shirt. This does actually look like something I would wear, and I have wore things like this, probably actually even on stream before. So I like that a lot. I'd probably use that a lot of my Sims. In fact, I know I will. Reg here is like, down here. He's supposed to be from a farm. Grant's ancestors, Grant's family lived on a farm, so it definitely has that kind of vibe to me. Now, here with this particular outfit, again, what's going to be really kind of weird? This is the weird thing now so far. This is what's striking me. So for the tops for women, they're all crop tops. That's a little weird to me, that they all have this sort of a little more sort of sexy or sensual type of look to them. And we get that a lot sometimes in the Sims with female Sims options in CAS. This is particularly so, though. Now, I guess we'll see what's coming up in dresses. But, I mean, really, look, all three tops are, this one particularly so, but all three tops don't actually go all the way to your waist. And I do think on the prairie, you're going to see, women wearing shirts that go all the way to their waist, right? Okay, so that's the first 6 items. Let's look here at our full body options. We're going to pull in. So there's 6 items here. I like this a lot. The little coveralls, super cute. This is definitely a unisex option, I think. It's a little weird. It's a little baggy right here, right? Looks a little baggy. Can I pull that in a little bit, I wonder? Yeah, I guess if we pull it in, it looks a little bit better. It's really kind of baggy looking. That's cute. Love that one, though. That one actually looks a little better, too. Of course, I did just pull it in. Maybe that's why. That looks cute. I really like these color swatches on Grant here. Yeah, I love this one. I love this outfit. This like the suspenders with the jeans, on the other page there. I really, really like. I'm going to put him here in that one. We've got a sort of a little more feminine look, right? A traditionally feminine look. Let's see what kind of swatches we have in it. Not bad. Some gingham checks. Kind of cute. The pink's cute. This is really, really cute. I bet the yellow's going to be cute. No, I bet wrong. I mean, the style is okay. And that's fine. The style looks exactly the same. But I don't know. Is that mustard yellow? That looks like mustard yellow, but it's like the mustard that you spilled on the cabinet and you did not bother to clean it up. And then you came back like several hours later and you're like, oh my God, it's like a dried out hard mess on the cabinet now. And you're trying to scrape it up so you can get that cleaned up. That's what it looks like. Dried up mustard. Color wise. That's pretty though. I like the light pink. The blue's pretty. Go through these other kind of swatches here. What's that? Another gingham. So, they look fine. We've got a dress. In fact, the full body outfits, are they mostly, are they split again? Is that because that's kind of a men's look, although the cinched waist makes me think this is supposed to be a feminine look. So maybe this is meant as a feminine look, like it looks a little bit 1940s to me, kind of. This is unisex. That's obviously a feminine look, as is this one. That I'm a little torn on. Maybe because when I pulled him in, did that do something? I don't know. No, I really feel like this is a definitely feminine silhouette. That's probably the word I should use there. It's got a definitive sort of hourglass sort of line to it. I like it. Like, I like the sort of this open shirt with these pants, with these sort of chino style pants, but I do think it's a more of a women's look. As far as our swatches, we're going to take a look here. We've got this lovely color. We got that one, a blue. So basically, floral print in a bunch of different colors, then some solids here. Let's see, what's this last floral print? It's not too bad. I mean, it's lovely. It almost reminds me of a nightgown. I guess it could be a nightgown. It is under the full body range. I don't know that it's coded as nightwear, but it has the feeling of kind of a nightgown. This one could almost be for a very simplistic wedding dress, I think. It has that. Maybe if you put a little veil with it, be really pretty. We've got this sort of Western wear a little bit with this sort of design here on the top and this down here. This feels a little bit Southwestern down here along this hem. but it's pretty. It's the same colors as we've kind of been seeing, the same swatches here. So not anything different swatch-wise. Again, real pretty. The lighter colors I'm really, really digging in this. It's really, really nice. Here's a man's outfit. This is pretty plain, but there's nothing wrong with it. It looks really like half the guys out there, like on any given day at the grocery store, right? During the summertime. The waist still feels really cinched to me on this outfit. This looks more masculine framed, but the waist feels a little high to me and very cinched in. So again, it's giving that vibe to me that it's really meant more of as a feminine framed sort of outfit. Let's turn him to the side. The chest looks okay though, so, well, I don't know. It does feel a little weird to me. Like you can almost see a bra line under there. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one. I'm not real sure. I'm going to go with it in this, as a guy could wear it. The colors are cool. Again, I like these sort of plain colors in this outfit. This is a great look. I love that. Personally, I like that. So it looks good. It does look good. Like I said, it just is a little high-waisted and cinched in. I feel like for a male physique, you're getting a little bit more of that hourglass type of silhouette. So if that's the case, really, we've got 5 female outfits and 1 male. What can you say? That's pretty typical for The Sims. I mean, typically, the fact that we can exchange outfits between the two sexes boost up the male offerings a little bit more, but not much. We'll run through a few of these swatches here. I feel like they're kind of the same. Like I keep saying, kind of the same from outfit to outfit, which is, again, it's a little bit, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's weird or not. Is that weird? That feels weird to me for CAS. Like normally CAS is not the same sort of range of colors on every outfit, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a super big CAS guy. I mean, I like it. I do stuff in CAS, but I'm not a super big CAS guy. Let's look at our bottom options. Okay, so we have like 4 bottoms here. What are we up to so far? Like 16 items. We've got some pedal pushers. Again, this makes it, if they'd left the sort of scalloped edge or wavy edge here off the bottom, these could have been pretty easily a unisex pant. Men can wear pedal pushers, and there have been times where that's been a little bit in vogue for men to wear sort of long shorts like this or a pedal pusher type of look. This really kind of ruins that from a male perspective. From a female perspective, it's cute. We've got the same gingham checks here that we had before in the dress and the same colors that we've had up until this point, which in some ways to me it is detracting a little bit overall from this pack. It is. I don't know if it's that big a deal. It's a $5 kit, but it does feel a little bit too much of the same. I think these might be pajama bottoms. I'm not sure. This looks like a pajama waistline. Obviously, this is a feminine look as well. In fact, I'm going to say, let me look at this. Yeah, I mean, I guess these are guys or a unisex. But again, I think we're looking at 3 feminine looks to 1 male look. And this is probably like I said, unisex type of look. You definitely could do, again, a sort of 1940s look for women with this sort of hiked up sort of leg like that. Let's back here to this sort of bell-bottom look. We're going to have the same sort of thing. So we've got a new pattern, same colors from swatch to swatch to swatch. In our pants, we've got the same colors, not blue jeans, of a sort of chino type of look. That's something different. Now, I don't think we've seen purple yet. So purple's new. I do like that. In fact, I like this purple look actually pretty well. I mean, this is really kind of cute. Really, I like the color purple anyway. So yeah, this is a cute one, and I'm glad to see that. You see how excited I am that we just got a new color here? Have I just missed it? Is everything coming purple too? I don't know, but I don't think I've missed it. I think that it is kind of a new color. So I do like that a lot. Here's some of our other kind of shots here. Ta-da. And then we have this skirt, prairie style skirt, very prairie style. This definitely reminds me of a prairie style skirt. We've got a same sort of color, but it's pretty. I do like it. This is really cute. I think this is a really cute look. I think this is the thing I think is going to be a little weird with this skirt. Where's the top? Where's the top? Because all the tops are going to be midriff, right? So in fact, I'm going to leave it on that. I love this color. This pink is really pretty. I'm going to go back over here to these tops and let's take a look real quick. So if we put this with it, you know, this is kind of the look we're getting for women with this long skirt. Now it looks okay. I mean, it's not that it looks that bad. I'm going to put that with white, I think, but you know, it'd be nice if there was actually maybe a long sleeve shirt here or something that would work with this particular skirt. This, well, it really at least connects. It does connect. It does connect. I guess like in this color and stuff, this is kind of okay, right? This kind of has a look. What about that? No, I mean, kind of. Let me look to the side here. It's okay. Again, in a white. No, it's not okay. Never mind. It's not okay. It does not work. Let's get on back here. But this works okay. This works okay. And it's a pretty skirt. It's just a real shame that there's not a top that's supposed to coordinate with it, right? There should be a top, I feel like, that ties into this sort of skirt, but whatever. Let's go in here and check out accessories. Are there any new accessories? Here, I'm going to go ahead and take his pants off. It's a little indelicate. I'm sorry, Grant. But I do want to see the full, I'm going to take the shoes off to give us a full view of these. Now, these are pretty. These are really nice. Really do like these sort of stockings. Very cool look here. Ooh, sexy. That's very cool. Love that for a steampunk look because it's got a little bit of a Victorian feel to it, this sort of pattern. And being so long as they are. So yeah, these are nice. These are super, super nice. I really like these. These are a great addition. I can really see using these quite a bit within a certain sort of look. Now, the thing is this. What do we have? Let me pull up these here. Do we have anything, though, that these are going to show up with in, say, our bottoms? Like, will they show up here? I guess a little bit. That's not going to work with that. Does not work with that, but it does show up. But most of the rest of this, you're not really going to be able to see it. And with outfits, I don't know. Maybe that, but again, it doesn't really work with that style. Definitely not with that. Okay, so anyway, you get the point. I love these. I'm not sure what they're supposed to go with this pack. They're a nice addition. They are a nice addition, though. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna figure out some way to use them, but I don't see where they kind of tie in with the rest of the pack. We've got some socks here. I'm gonna take these off now. We've got some nice little ankle socks. Nothing wrong with these either. They're not really unisex because of the sort of detail here at the top, this sort of lacy detail. But you could throw them on a guy pretty easily. The colors are fine. Colors are fine for a guy. But definitely all three of these things, again, are female related. I mean, definitely. Because this sort of lace pattern at the top kind of defines it that way. It's a feminine look. A guy can wear it. Grant here is wearing it. And yeah, I mean, the colors are fine for a guy. Even the lace things are fine for a guy too. Like I said, in The Sims, it's your game. If you want to, if that's what you want them to wear, then that's what they should wear. Right. But those are our swatches, same swatches where we've been in all this different stuff. Let's take a look at our shoes. There is just this one new pair of shoes here. Now I do like these. These are definitely pretty much a unisex shoe. On one hand, they do feel a little bit feminine to me, but not really. You know, I mean, it's just a little boot. And that's kind of the thing. It is a little boot. So maybe that's where that feeling is coming in, but you can kind of extend that a little bit. You know, we have a little bit of control over that. So I feel like this is a good unisex item. Love the colors. The colors look good. They're pretty much like the colors we have, but they look good in this boot. And I do kind of like the fact that it would match. You know, if you want to have a kind of dyed to match look, you're going to have a lot of options in this set, which really is one good thing, isn't it? That is one good thing about everything kind of being in the same color frame. You can get a real matched look and a real matched set to things, which I do sometimes like. So I'm going to rethink that. I was a little bit harsh on that. Not exactly harsh, maybe a little bit hard on that idea of everything being in the same color range. but now I'm rethinking it. Now I'm definitely rethinking it because I think I might like it. I think I actually might like it. Sometimes I do want things to match color wise. And this stuff does a good job of that. It does a really good job of that. Okay. So we've got necklaces, 2 necklaces and earrings. Let's take a look at the earrings first. Cute. I mean, it's a flower. It's fine. Let's go through here and pull up kind of our swatches. The same general coordinated look, which I was just saying, I'm warming to that idea a little bit. It's a cute look. It's a cute look. We've got a choker here to go along with it. The choker does match the top of the socks. Some of those details, right, that we just saw. So not so bad. It's got a little pearl detail there on the end. It is lovely. It is a romantic sort of look. It is a very romantic sort of look. It's got a very sort of romance to it. It feels a little Victorian to me as well. This is a prairie kit. But again, like I said, it feels vintage to me, like Little House on the Prairie. So some of that Victorian overtone is kind of slipping through there. That sort of 1880s, let's settle the West type of look. And then we've got a matching necklace to the earrings, which I'm sure is going to be, kind of the same swatches as the earrings so that it will match with what we have above. Okay, so far, I don't even know how many things we've seen. Let's look at hats real quick and see if do we have a new hat here? I think that we do. We've got this one new hat here. It's okay. It's not too bad. It has, I like that. I like that a lot. Again, the band on it and the bow gives it a little bit of a unisex look, right? Because I feel like the bow's a little bit big for a man's hat. And typically when I see these hats, it's a single band. There's no detail to it. I like the detail though. I like the detail for a man's hat, and I do think that bow kind of helps give it more of a unisex appeal. Like you could throw this on your female sim with that long dress, the full outfit look. I think it'd be really cute. We've got this look here, this look here. I love this hat. I love this right here. Super cute, great nautical feel. Also, it does look very prairie, straw hat, kind of, Sunday go to town type of look on your head, right? So we've got the hat, and I don't think, is there anything else? No. So let me see here if we have gone through everything. Okay, so I think there might be some makeup. Is that right? Let me take a look here. I do think there should be another item here. And we do. We have this makeup here, which is going to be, I might take off his glasses so we can see better here. Just some sort of floral sort of additions on there. It's kind of cute. What kind of reminds me of is the Hunger Games. It does. It kind of reminds me of the Hunger Games, like, something you would see in the Capitol. But it's cute. It's super cute. I do like it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very simple. It's in our kind of color range. And I think that with that, that's our last item. So that is this entire kit. The kit is cute, right? That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it very cute. Super cute kit. Like always, really heavily geared towards female sims, female players, maybe. Definitely female sims. So, what can I say? We're used to that. Are we used to that? We are used to that. Do we like it? We probably still don't like it. I don't think we like it. I don't like it. By we, I mean me. I don't like it. I wish that there was a little more equity in it. I really do. I wish we had a little more equity in the distribution of stuff in the game when it comes to CAS assets. But there are things here that are definitely unisex that we can use for both sex. And there's several items here that I definitely would use. Like I really like some of these things. It's $5. And even though I don't know that I would use all of it, like the crop tops for the women, I just don't use those very much. I don't think I would use those very much, stuff like that. But there's a lot of stuff in here that I would use. For $5, I definitely, myself, I would add it to my game. For like this hat and the shirt with the suspenders and the shorts with the suspenders, these shoes, all of that sort of stuff. Totally dig it. Totally love it. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify. We're going to keep rolling right along. I don't know when the next pack is going to release. we'll definitely be taking a look at it when it does. Probably nothing else for the rest of the year. Nothing else for the rest of the year. And usually the year starts kind of quiet with The Sims. Usually, not always. Sometimes we do get stuff in January, February. So we'll see. Maybe coming up, we'll see some more stuff. And I always have more builds coming. I'm still working on the Victorian theme park. In fact, this might work for some of that, right? Some of that theme park. Still working on my Victorian theme park, the Eternal Imperium, and the hotels that go along with it. I've just been working on the Wonderland Hotel. In fact, I'm going to have a speed build up for that coming up hopefully tomorrow. This is Sunday the 14th, so hopefully tomorrow the 15th, I hope. Otherwise, maybe Tuesday the 16th of December 2025, I'll get a speed build up for the Wonderland Hotel. And then at some point, I've got to really, really knuckle down and put all of those things up on the gallery, all of the builds. I am still playtesting and tinkering with the Eternal Imperium. It's a 64 by 64 lot, and it is super, super huge. So there's a lot of stuff for me to playtest, a lot of stuff for me to make sure that it works, right? I try not to ever put out anything that doesn't work. I want to and that goes for the hotels, it goes for this theme park, because I really want to make sure that when you get it, it works like it's supposed to. And with that, I'll say once again, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And as always, until next time, thanks for watching.